What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another KBO Collections Hobby Drive on a Monday morning. Headed out to work. Not quite as cold today, actually, so that's kind of nice. It is foggy. Foggy, but not as cold. So hopefully it doesn't get too cool today. I'd like to get in a nice walk after work. A little bit longer than what I've been taking, maybe, because I've kind of been cutting some of them a little bit more short than I normally would, because my body is adjusting to this cold weather. So haven't been like going. I've still been going on walks, but I just haven't been walking for as long of a time. Instead of going for like an hour and a half or so, I've been going about an hour. So yeah. So anyway, but no. So that's kind of what's going on here. So today, in terms of hobby-related news and talk, what I wanted to talk about is just basically what I did this past weekend. So, over the weekend I opened a hobby box of a 2021 Pro Debut. Did that and did some of it with Bo in a live stream. Unfortunately, I was a bit sleepy that night, so that was kind of crappy. But anyway, outside of that, it was fine. Anyway, the box itself was a decent box. It wasn't bad. Nothing to write home about, but at the same time, I pulled some pretty good cards. And things like that. My autographs, they weren't great, but at the same time, they weren't terrible. I mean, I got a couple that are probably selling in the, I don't know, $10 to $15 range, something like that, which isn't bad when you consider Pro Debut and the cost of a Pro Debut box. So anyway, so not too bad on that. I'm satisfied with it. So definitely. But the main thing I wanted to talk about today was what I did yesterday. So yesterday was an absolute blast. Hanging out on YouTube, going through my 55 Bowman set, basically just rummaging through my most recent additions, and I've still got more to go, and stuff like that. But it was an absolute blast just rummaging through it live, and having the guys in the chat that were looking up facts and information and stuff like that. Basically, I was putting each card out there. I was looking up a bit of information myself on Baseball Reference, the simple stuff, batting averages, home runs, things like that. And then I would just shoot out to the audience, so to speak, all the people that were watching. I'd just shoot out there like, hey, so this guy right here only had one home run in his career. I wonder who he hit it against. And then they would start digging in and finding out who he hit the home run off of and stuff like that. So that was really cool. It's kind of fun because, it gives you a way to learn about these things, and you learn about them together as well. So I enjoyed that. It wasn't just me sitting there talking and just showing some cards. Additionally, had Uncle Rich jump on, and that was awesome. He got in there, and he's got a lot of knowledge about a lot of the cards and players and things like that. So that's always cool because a lot of these players, there are many times that I've heard the names. Okay, so I may have read a story about one of the teams or a championship or a game or something like that, and I saw the person's name in it, or something. So a lot of these people, I've heard the names, but I'm not really familiar with. So he could come in and he could also give more information on them and talk more about them. And that's part of the reason why I'm building this 55 Bowman set, is it's giving me a chance to learn about a lot of these players. And some of them were players that only lasted 1 or 2 years. And then some of them were career players that were your average, your typical major leaguer. They weren't a superstar, but they were an everyday player, So that's pretty cool. Just learning about these guys and learning all this new information, and it's fun, just sitting there with everybody else, and talking through these and finding out the interesting facts on the people and everything. So that's really cool. If you haven't checked out that video, I would recommend going back and checking out that one. It's about an hour and a half long, and it was done yesterday, so basically the day before this video is going to be uploaded. But if you haven't checked it out, check it out, because you can find some interesting facts in there and stuff about some of the players. So that's cool. And I'm looking forward to doing more. Like I'll do more teams. I'm just going through like a couple of teams at a time, and I'll probably do a couple more teams. Probably in, I don't know, probably this weekend, I'm guessing. I mean, I might do some before this weekend, but I highly doubt it. If I do, it might be when all of you in the U.S. are asleep, because like I've got to keep the schedule. So here anyway. But no, so that's pretty cool. And then also another thing that I am planning to do with this set and everything is, I am planning to eventually go through and do team by team with a bit more detail about the teams and things like that. Eventually, that's something else that I'm planning to do. I mean, I know I'm going through team by team right now, but I'm not going through team by team with like all of the players and all of that. So that's something that I plan to do, eventually, is, like I said, just kind of go through the team sets, maybe tell some more stories about some of the players, like look up some stuff myself, and have it prepared and ready to go. So that's something that I'm kind of looking forward to. So definitely building this 55 Bowman set, it's been a great thing. And when I say it's been a great thing, it still is a great thing, because I'm not finished, right? I've got, I don't know, something like 80 something cards left, maybe 90 cards left, something like that. Mostly the high series is most of what I've got left, outside of a few other of the outside of a couple of the bigger Hall of Famers and stuff like that. So anyway, so that's kind of all I wanted to do today, is just sort of talk about yesterday's online live stream. Looking forward to doing more of those in the near future, and check that one out if you haven't. So anyway, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Please leave a like, comment, subscribe, and